Hello, do you want to come up? Hello, this dog wants to be part of the live today. Hello everyone, or for those of you who this back on the replay, or for anyone who jumps in live now, I'm jumping in for Monday message, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about contact from loved ones, messages from loved ones who come and visit us in dreams. So I'm wondering if those of you who've just jumped on, hello, whether you have experienced this, because a common way for our loved ones to connect with us after they have passed is for them to connect with us in dreams or using signs and symbols or songs. So some of you may have had that experience where someone who you've loved has passed over and they use a symbol or a sign or words of a song. You know, you might jump into the car just at that moment that you might be thinking about them and the song will come on or something like that. So if anyone's had anything like that happen, because I 100% believe and know that there is no death, and that our soul simply drops its body, its physical body, or the one that it's been traversing with through this aspect of us, and then continues its existence, the soul's existence. But I wanted to share with you all just something interesting that happened for me a couple of weeks ago. So it was 2 weeks ago that I had a dream. I'm having really very vivid dreams at the moment, the most that I've ever had. And I had a dream that a woman who used to live next door to us, so I grew up in Chadstone, East Malvern area, and I lived in the house with my parents till I was 23. And very next door neighbour to us was a woman, and she was a Seventh-day Adventist. And I spent a lot of time over at her house. She had 2 daughters, both older than me. But I would just literally just knock on their door and just come into their house and eat their food and play games with them. And the woman, the mum, she was very religious with her Seventh-day Adventist religion, and she ate so well. Like, I always noticed that she was just so conscious of her health and eating really well, and she played music, played the piano, and she painted, and she just lived a really inspiring life where she didn't get too caught up in the whole hoo-ha of the world, and she would feed her soul and just enjoy the simple things in life. And she was very consistent with going to church on the Sunday, even though her husband actually was not religious at all. So she would continue to have her faith. Anyway, so I moved out of that house when I was 23. I'm now 45. So for 22 years, I have barely seen this woman. I've kind of run into her a couple of times, and about 6 years ago, I actually wrote her a letter just to acknowledge her and thank her for the part that she played in my life. Anyway, I am getting to the story. So 2 weeks ago, she came into my dream and she was showing me like this book of her life, and it was beautiful, just pages upon pages, where she was showing me paintings and quotes and words, and just beautifully showing me this book of her life a couple of weeks ago. And so the next morning I Facebooked one of her daughters, and I said, "I'm just letting you know that your mum came into my dream last night and was showing me this beautiful book." So this is a woman I've probably seen 3 times in 22 years. I've never had a dream with her. So that was a couple of weeks ago. And then, and she said to me that her mum hadn't been well. And I've just seen on Facebook a couple of days ago that she has now passed over. And so, look, some people think, oh, well, that's just a coincidence. I say no. I say that her soul was visiting people and saying her goodbyes. And so she showed me this beautiful book of her life, And she was so happy, and so, yeah, she was just really happy in the way that she'd lived her life. And I love this concept that, sometimes people think someone's, when people are close to passing over and they're quiet and they're sleeping a lot of the time, their soul is not just hanging about. We can expand and travel. Our soul can literally go around and just say our goodbyes. And many people will have read lots of stories about where that has happened. And I had an experience with my nan actually before she had a fall which led to her death, and I had experience of kind of her having this sense of her coming and chatting to me and visiting me. And so I just love these little things that just give us, for me, just more and more. I actually need no proof that we do not die. I would say I'd put my house on it, but I actually don't currently own a house. But I would put put my life on it, 100%. But all of these things just confirm that, and this concept that a human before they pass has this opportunity to kind of go around and connect with people is very cool. So I've got some messages here. Melinda, little visits, dreams and signs, so special, beautiful. Milena, I don't know how to say your name, but I love seeing your comments because I know your name always comes up in this group. Maylena, yes, I've always had these experiences, always in a dream state. Father comes through to give you a heads up on things. Very cool. Most recently, he came through and handed you a big fat envelope with lots of cash in it. Good dad. So much money, felt embarrassed by the amount as it was a lot. The very next day, I had some lovely news from work that every employee was going to receive a one-off bonus as the company had done really well. Significant amount, and your dad had come through. So he's come through to give you a heads up, but he's also coming through to verify, right? That I'm here, I'm still seeing your life, I'm still connected to you. How beautiful. I love those stories. So if anyone else has any other stories that you want to share, please do, because ordinary people like us have extraordinary experiences very, very often. So that's my little Monday message, is just the power of the soul to travel, to connect, to before we pass over, or once we've passed over. It's very, very cool to have these moments. And yeah, I've had very very early in my channeling journey, my nan came through. I was just writing a note about something. I was at work and I was writing, and suddenly she took over the writing and wrote a whole letter kind of thing to me from where she was, which was very, very, very cool. Very cool indeed. So yeah, they continue to learn and to grow and to go to school. She told me she was back at school, she said, learning lots of things. So for those of you who are learners and inquisitive, which I know many people in this group are, it's fun to think that we will continue to grow and to learn and evolve, even when we move past this particular body. So it's a late message tonight, 8:15. And thank you for those of you who have jumped in live. Thanks for those who watch the replay. Always let me know who you are. It's lovely just feeling like I'm not just talking to myself. So thank you. Take good care of yourself, friends. Have a beautiful night, and I hope you have a beautiful sleep. And you can also potentially call in messages if you feel like you need help processing a particular issue or an emotion. You can call in help in your dream state as well. I love you. Bye.